I'm Cheyenne, and I'm a high school teacher in Glasgow. I think growing up in the east coast of Canada, Europe was always quite an exotic location for me. So to be here, even I've been in Scotland now for probably 17, 18 years. The novelty still hasn't worn off. We really love Italy is one of our favorites. We love Spain and just seeing different cultures in different cities and architecture. The first time I sort of knew something was wrong, we were actually on holiday in Canada, and I'd had different sort of atopics and stuff with my heart before, but this was something entirely different that, instantly made me sort of panic and worry about what was going on. As the episodes became more frequent and longer, all I ever felt was panic because I have a history in my family of stroke and heart disease, and I thought I was going to die. Nobody could convince me of anything else. I was terrified. I became really anxious about bedtime, being afraid to go to bed and it happening there. And then gradually, as they increased, I didn't want to travel far from home at all, even weekends away. I needed the familiar. I needed to know that there was medical facilities nearby. Ultimately and very quickly, I ended up having an episode that resulted in me being hospitalized for 5 days because my heart wouldn't go back into rhythm. The initial beta blocker I was placed on was really difficult for me. It didn't make me feel great. In fact, it added to my anxiety. After the hospitalization, I was put on a different beta blocker, which seemed to work for me, but was explained to me that it wasn't an ideal beta blocker for someone my age to be on for any length of time. And at that point, the cardiologist concerned clearly decided that the medication wasn't working for me. And so the referral was made to Dr. Gary Wright for the cryoablation. The initial consultation with Dr. Wright went really well. He was really great at just sort of simplifying the process for me and explaining how it would impact the atrial fibrillation that I was going through. One of the greatest benefits for me, besides obviously ending the atrial fibrillation, was that I was going to be able to come off the beta blockers altogether. The day of the procedure really couldn't have gone any better. I have never been in the hospital before. I went in that morning and I was just confident and excited to get it done. And Dr. Wright really perpetuated that feeling. He was calm, he was cool, he was reassuring. I woke up, I was attended, for every minute after I woke up and brought up back up to my room. I was checked in on constantly, and by the time it was ready to go home that evening, I felt comfortable about going home. We're coming up to a year since I had the cryoballoon ablation. I'm completely off all medication now, and my confidence has come back, and so we're able to travel and do all the things that we wanted to do that I had asked to put on hold because of my condition.